Today's video will discuss about what is YTD, MTD and QTD in detail. Okay, so let's get started. In Power BI, YTD, MTD, QTD are commonly used terms to analyze data on year to date, month to date and quarter to date. So these terms are often used in financial reporting and analysis to understand the performance of various metrics over the specific time periods. Okay, let's see what is YTD. YTD refers to the period starting from the beginning of the current calendar year up to the current date. Okay, for example, if today's date is May 12, 2024, then YTD would include all data from Jan 1, 2024 to May 12, 2024. Okay, and YTD is useful for tracking cumulative performance metrics such as sales, revenue, expenses, or any other KPI over the course of the year. Let's consider a scenario where we need to analyze sales data to calculate year to date. Okay, so we can use the total YTD function in DAX to calculate the cumulative sales from the beginning of the year up to the current data. So considering any filters applied to the data. Okay, so YTD function would be like total sales YTD equal to total YTD sum of sales amount and date. So in this example, sales amount refers to the sales amount column in the sales table and date refers to the date column in the date table. Okay, so the total YTD function calculates the total sales year to date based on specific date columns. So this is how the YTD function works. Next, MTD, month to date. So MTD represents the period starting from the beginning of the current month up to the current date. For using the same example date, May 12, 2024, MTD include all data from May 1, 2024 to May 12, 2024. And MTD helps in analyzing performance within the context of the current month and allowing for comparison with previous months or targets. Okay, so let's break down an example of how we can use this function. Suppose you have a sales data set with columns such as date and sales amount. You want to calculate the MTD sales amount in a dynamically. Okay, for that you need to create a new measure and write DAX expression for total MTD function to calculate the MTD sales amount. Okay, and the function would be like MTD sales amount equal to total MTD sum of sales amount and calendar date. So sum of sales amount, this part of this expression calculates the sum of sales amount column, and the calendar date specifies the column containing the dates. Okay, you would replace calendar date with the appropriate date column from your dataset. So once you create this measure, you can display the MTD sales amount dynamically. When you slice the data by different time periods, then the MTD measure will adjust accordingly. Okay. Next, QTD. You can use the total QTD function to calculate quarter to date values dynamically. Okay, so same like MTD, create a new measure. Just like MTD, you need to create a new measure. Okay, and then write a DAX expression of total QTD, and the function would be QTD sales amount equal to total QTD sum of sales amount and calendar date. Okay, so sum of sales amount, this part of the expression calculates the sum of the sales amount column, and the calendar date specifies the column containing the dates, and it replaces calendar date with the appropriate date column from your dataset. Okay, so once you create this measure, you can use it in your Power BI reports and visuals to display the QTD sales amount dynamically. When you slice the data by different time periods, the QTD measure will adjust accordingly. So these measures will dynamically calculate the sum of sales from the beginning of the current quarter up to the select date, providing you with the QTD sales amount, just like MTD. Okay. I hope you understand the concept of YTD, MTD and QTD. Please do subscribe to my channel for more concepts